Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. I'm your host, Colors Fate. It's episode 18, and we have some conversations to happen here with our team, our party of adventurers. Nenio we need to talk to. Boy, am I pleased to see you. I asked you to bring me to safety, and that's exactly what you did. Indeed, having a follower to aid me is most efficient and frankly pleasing. With you on hand, I shall conquer new horizons, plumb the depths of knowledge hitherto unknown, and scale the dizzying heights of future discoveries. Nenio stops to catch her breath. What I mean is, I'd like to express my deepest gratitude. I foresee immense potential in our future cooperation. All right. Happy to help. Hand in hand, we will unravel the greatest mysteries inaccessible to the minds of ordinary people. Just imagine it. I, leading the way, proudly staring into the faces of the gods themselves, and you, my loyal follower, walking behind me every step of the way, writing down my deepest thoughts and admiring the profundity of my intellect. Okay, do you always express your delight so effusively? What? Who are you? Nenio stares at you for a while, bewilderment in her eyes, but then it is replaced by recognition. Oh, yes, my new follower. So, what am I supposed to do? Oh, yes, I must provide some verbal encouragement for your as-yet modest achievements and try to induce you to strive for more of such encouragement. This is the principle that underpins any training. She frowns, but only for an instant. Ah, I see. Your modest nature was unsettled by the overabundance of my gratitude. I do apologize for putting you in such an awkward position. I will never praise you again unless I forget. But let's get back to the business at hand. Your new assignment will be to take me to the inconspicuous ruins that are located in an even more inconspicuous valley lying between Knebris and Dresden, as soon as is reasonably practicable. I'll mark the place on your map with a large red cross, so you don't forget it. What's so special about these ruins? I'm glad you asked. This is my great hypothesis, my secret project, and I won't pass up the opportunity to share it with you because you are my most loyal follower, and you are worthy of possessing such knowledge. Nenio rubs her nose. And also because you are the first person to ever ask me about it. Some time ago, I was walking around the border of the world wound, and I met a strange person. He was wearing a frayed gray robe, and his face was hidden behind an odd white mask. Of course, I didn't miss the opportunity to ask him about the reasons for his absurd appearance. And do you know what he said to me? He said, I am the answer, but what is the question? Then he walked off in the direction of the whirlwind. The next day, after I had already forgotten about the first encounter, I had another similar encounter. This time I met an elven woman, judging by the pointy ears sticking out from behind the mask. I am the answer, but what is the question? She said before taking off towards the whirlwind. And then I realized. Everything became clear to me. I know a mystery when I see one. Consider this one of my myriad talents. Nenio rubs the tip of her nose. After all these geysers weren't simply on their way to a costume party, were they? After examining several maps, I determined that they were all headed in one direction, to a place not far from Knebris, a place which is marked as nameless ruins, even on ancient Sokorian maps. That's where I need to go. Unraveling the secret of that place will be my greatest discovery. It will secure my place in history, or perhaps even in legend. Okay. What do you expect to find there? I haven't the slightest idea. If I knew what was hidden there, I wouldn't be so eager to go. These ruins aren't very far from Knebris. You could easily get there by yourself. No. Why do you need me? Nenio's eyes seem ready to pop out of her sockets in surprise. Don't you see? This is a legendary secret place. Who knows what may happen to me after I lift the veil and uncover the workings of the universe? My mortal body may be unable to contain all that knowledge, or perhaps I will ascend and become equal to the gods themselves. I need you to write down everything that happens and report my fate to the interested parties in Absalom. And don't forget to praise me, as I deserve, while you are there. Absalom, for more than 4,000 years, Absalom has been the city at the center of the world, the metropolis-sized showcase of the greatest treasures in Galorian. I think I read that before. All right, these ruins of yours may turn out to be just that. Ruins. Nenio shrugs. In that case, we'll write this experiment off as a failure and start another one. I don't know which experiment I'll try next. All right. How do you know where we have to go? Do you know how to find a beehive in a forest? You need to catch 2 bees, set them free in 2 different locations in the forest, and remember the directions they fly in. Then you take a map and draw lines, showing the bees' routes. The place where the lines intersect will mark the location of the beehive. Fascinating, yes. By the way, forest bees do not make any honey. I use the beehive principle here too. For a couple of months, I tracked the strange people in the mass and observed the direction in which they were traveling. I collected the coordinates, mapped their estimated routes, and made a discovery. All the routes intersected at the nameless ruins not far from Canebras. All right. Well, now you know, so off we go. Nenio friends. Did I just make a rhyme? Perhaps I've discovered poetic talent in myself. Let's conduct an experiment. Quickly say any word and I'll try to find a rhyme for it right away. I'm a little sad. Anyway, science. That's when thinkers make alliance. Intellectual defiance. I'm a little sad that orangutan wasn't one of the choices. Not the best rhymes, don't you think? Well, this experiment was unsuccessful. We learned that I have no poetic talent after all. Nenio sighs. But it's no reason to despair. Having a gift of poetry in addition to my inexhaustible intelligence would have been a little too much. Besides, I'm catastrophically busy and I have no time to spend in writing poetry. I don't like it when you call me boy. My name is Lane. On the grand scale of world history, your name is irrelevant. I have no reason to remember it. You see, the brain of any given individual can contain only a limited amount of facts. I only expend my memory on things that are truly important. The laws of thermodynamics, divine esoterica, planar geography, things that will lead Galarian to a brighter future. Nenio rubs her nose. Besides, what if I make a great discovery, but I won't be able to remember it because my memory is full of outdated or useless information? What a nightmare that would be. What a loss for the whole of Galarian. Okay, but you do remember your own name, right? Only so I know what to put for the author's name in my encyclopedia. Okay, I have to go. Nenio produces a crumpled piece of paper from her sleeve and takes some notes on it. This conversation lasted approximately 5 minutes. She lifts her chin. By the way, did you know that this is the exact same amount of time the Inquisitors of Canebras need to find a defendant guilty? But to shake off Inquisitors chasing you takes 5 times as long. That experiment proved that running while clad in heavy armor is not burdensome for them at all. All right, Nenio. You're not my favorite character, and in particular, I mean, first of all, you look like you belong in Final Fantasy. I'll say that again. It's straight out of Final Fantasy. And you can see, I got a custom portrait for my character. You could see where my tendencies lean when we're playing these kinds of games. Like, I mean, this is me. This is a great Eldritch Knight picture, by the way. And this character, she's cool. She's got the sword. I like this character a lot. Ember's awesome. I love her little raven. This guy's a dork. He's a jerk. I like having the tiefling in it. His horns are fantastic. His attitude is not great, though. This character I like, but I don't like the voice actor. I like the voice actor's voice. I don't think it fits this character. I like her as a character. And again, I'm not sure about the voice acting. The voice seems like it fits, but they've really like made her extra, I guess. You know, like they've amped her up a little bit. I want to know more about her backstory because she doesn't come across as a paladin, which is at one time kind of cool because Baldur's Gate kind of set the stage for paladins and they all come across as stuffy with a giant stick up their butt. So after a while you're like, yeah, I'd kind of like to have a paladin in my party to wield a Karsumer because it's a +5 holy weapon and it's great against dragons, but they're all jerks. So to see a paladin not be a paladin is kind of cool, but I don't know. None of these characters, none of these companions yet, not a single one of them has made me say, oh yeah, they're going in the top 5. Like there's Minsk and Boo and Dinah here. there's Imoen, there's Viconia, there's even if you like if you want evil characters, there's Edwin. It's just, you know, and give credit to Pillars of Eternity. Adair is a great character to have along for both games, Pillars 1 and Pillars 2. I love Adair, and he makes a really nice frontline fighter too. But he's got a great piece of artwork for his picture, and he's just a really well voice acted character, and he's cool. I mean, he's not a jerk. He's not over the top. He's solid. I like solid. This character though, this is the one character that just looks like it doesn't fit in this game. It's really bizarre to me, but I think that might also just be Pathfinder. Here's what I think. I think it might be Pathfinder showing off how diverse it is when tabletop people get down to make their characters. And I know this because I have lots of friends who play tabletop version of Pathfinder, and they make some really strange characters, man. I've seen some really funny stuff. Like one of my friends made a character, and I think it was like it was some kind of gnome riding a flamingo or something like that. And I was like, oh my gosh, what is that? And he drew the artwork for it too, and it looked fantastic. And I was just like, what is that? And I was like, okay, clearly you can do all kinds of really weird stuff in Pathfinder. So I think this is Pathfinder's way of saying, be weird if you want to. but this, anyway, not my favorite character. I miss Minsk and Boo. I'll probably always miss Minsk and Boo. Minsk addled in the brain a little bit there, but love that guy. And it always made me feel. Dinah here, she never makes it past. She never makes it very long. Woljif.
Psst, look, Chief, I got something to show you. Ta-da!
He makes a subtle gesture. He makes a subtle gesture, and an amulet on a chain appears in his hand. A silver amulet in the shape of a waning moon with a dark crystal in the middle. The moon of the abyss. Did you really have the amulet the whole time?
Since that night, Chief, Melround didn't even set eyes on it. While he was dealing with the golem, I sneaked past them, and that was that.
Oh, wow. You've been searched by guards. How did you manage to hide the amulet?
Thieves have their ways.
So you did betray the thieflings.
Oof, that cuts me deep, Chief. You and I saw who the traitor was. It's just that when we robbed the shop, I went in first and took what I wanted. Nothing wrong with that. Although, of course, I did think about hiding the moon and just taking myself off somewhere warm when all this blows over. But only because I want to see the world. Is it a crime to want to travel? Huh? Is that what counts for treachery these days?
Why didn't you give the amulet to Charisma right away?
What? So she would slay me right away, you mean? You saw how antsy she was over Canabras and all this. So I did it. I took the Moon of the Abyss. But I didn't go to Erebeth. And Big Sister wouldn't hear my explanations. She doesn't have the time. I even thought I'd hide the moon somewhere, and then when all the noise had died down, I'd go get it and make a run for it. I'm sick of the thieflings. And they never appreciated me anyway.
Why did you steal the Moon of the Abyss? You wouldn't have been able to sell an item so rare anyway.
Why, he asks? It's expensive. Pretty. And you know, it's my amulet, actually. Not meaning I stole it, but I mean, this is my inheritance. My grandma and I were poor. All we had was a jewelry box with the moon in it. She used to store it under the floor in the basement, and she'd take it out sometimes just to look at it. She was always nicer when she had a few drinks in her, so I could ask her things then. One time I asked where she got it from, and she said it was from a demon. You know, the demon who was my grandfather. He said the moon was to be passed down. My mom was good for nothing and nobody, so that's why Grandma decided to keep the amulet for me. She used to say it would be mine when I grew up, but she couldn't wait until I grew up. She squandered my inheritance when she became a drunk. Took it to Fileman's shop and pawned it. He gave her some coppers for it, and she didn't even haggle. Just grabbed them and ran back to the tavern before last orders. I've been going to Fileman's to look at the moon ever since I was a kid. He chased me away, but I just kept going back, so eventually he gave up. He didn't skimp on security. The place was like a fortress, so he wasn't worried about a street rat like me pinching anything. Even when I got more skilled, I couldn't get any closer to it. One day, I had no one to go with. Another day, there were only oafs who'd never stolen anything more than a church donation box. But when Charisma had planned everything out, I realized I had a chance to get the moon and move away from here. Maybe to Garen. I hear it's warmer there. I've stayed with the family for too long.
You deceive the people who considered you a friend. It's not the way you treat your friends.
Family, friends. You know, some people don't believe in gods, so gods don't exist for them. And I don't believe in family. All that heartwarming talk about sticking together. Ugh. People like to say those things, but when push comes to shove, Sister Charisme used to say that us tieflings were one family, and you see how that turned out. And did you hear that excuse for an apology? I did the right thing, and I was right to want to run when I just planned on stealing the Moon of the Abyss. Everything turned out as it should. Whatever you think, I owe you. I'm not just a thief, I have my own business selling things. Thanks to you, I'm still in the family, and well, I mean, we have the black market sewn up in this city. It's a good way to sell valuables. So, if you need anything, a scroll or something, just say the word. I have a little portal to our people in Nerosian. You put a note there, and you get what you need. I can't get you anything big, but what they do have is all high quality. Nothing's too good for you, Chief. What's mine is yours. For a price, of course.
Okay. Interesting. Well, what now? More than nothing. Nameless ruins. Yeah. The outcast. According to, yeah. Wait for the liberation of Canibus. Prelate Holren's soldiers have joined the Crusaders and the Burning City. Story they tell it confirms that the ward stone is corrupted. Search the place where Tarendula died. That's where we gotta go next. Okay. Let's do that. Well, interesting. The tiefling.
That is not far.
Alright, what do I want to do here? She's got some healing spells and hexes. Kind of want to see what I can do with the wizardess, but for right now I'm going to accept this group. Like I said, I really feel like I need one more good frontline fighter type of person. So we're going to go down here to the market square. And then the Pataxin wine cellar. Pataxin. Okay. What do we have here? Oh, there we go. Take a shot at it, buddy.
Do not fear. Do not waver.
Critical miss, of course. The dude with the bow and arrow. He's critically missing a lot. Alright. None of the rest of us are going to do anything here. I don't see a reason to do much of anything. She can take a half step forward. Or not. Shoot at this thing again.
Every strike count.
Anything else? We got a giant spider coming. Okay. Poke it. Oh. I can go up here and swing at this thing.
Let's
Do
try
it.
this way.
Hey! I hit it. That knock knock in the original Pathfinder Kingmaker is funny. Sometimes he'd kill things or sometimes when he'd disarm traps and he'd say, I did it? I did. He'd get all excited. He'd be surprised. That's how I feel in the early days of being in Eldritch Knight. At the very beginning, you're like, I killed it? I hit it? Okay, yeah, we have to go find the blood stain. So let's see about this now. I like that. Here's something else that I really like that I didn't like about Kingmaker. In Kingmaker, you never get a chance to really visit a city. It's so much like Neverwinter Nights 2 Storm of Zahir, where it's this big overland map, and each little spot on the map is a tiny little map where you just go in and have one little encounter and then you leave. And you don't get that sense of visiting and living in a place. Whereas games like Baldur's Gate 2, which takes place in Athkatla, Neverwinter Nights 2, which takes place in a big city, and I can't even remember. Well, I think it takes place in the city of Neverwinter. And you spend so much time running around the docks district and all this stuff. You get used to having sort of a place where you live and spend your time, and you get used to the map, and it takes time to learn a place like this. You know, where is everything? We ran by Torendalev's bloodstains a few times, but I can't remember exactly where they're at. So finding them is going to be a bit of a chore, and this is another reason why I wish to God we could make annotations on the map. Point of interest. Yeah, it'd be great if I could go over here and click on point of interest. That'd be really nice. I'm going to kind of click on some stuff here, because I know it's towards an exit too, isn't it? Her blood stain. Right there. This is where we want to go. So we'll watch it on the overhead map and see. But I really like that sense of being able to have a big city to explore and go through its zones more than one time and kind of learn it and make it start to feel like home. You do that a lot. Baldur's Gate 2 is the best one. The city of Othkatla has a bunch of different maps, from the Graveyard District to the Copper Coronet and the Slums District and all that stuff. And the Temple District. It's got all these great districts, and I love it because you have to spend a lot of time in each one of them. And you really just start to feel like you're at home somewhere, which is really cool. A rift in the earth left by Discari's massive sigh. You and your companions fell through here during the attack. Judging by the size of the bloodstains, something truly enormous was dragged over these stones. Torendalev, we know that. So now we just have to find her. Find something. We're looking for something, according to the storyteller. I don't see anything else, so what else could be over here?
I'll go ahead.
Anything else over here? Haven't really seen anything yet. Still not seeing much. Okay. And this just leads to where? Okay, let's look at the journal again. The journal is not necessarily helpful. Storyteller confirms that the ward stone of Kenevris is corrupted. Even worse, since it was first crucial stone in the chain, the demons can use its corruption to affect all the other stones on the border of the whirlwind. He does not know if there's a tool that can fix this, but he insists that he will recognize the right object if it's brought to him. Search the place where Torendalev died. Well, that's what we're doing, but there's this stranger up here. So let's go up here and see about the stranger. The absence of an answer is an answer to, and he wanders off. Okay, that's not entirely helpful.
As it should be.
Yeah. Okay. Search Torendalev. It's hard to believe this, yeah. These bones. I don't know that they have anything on them that'd be useful, though. Cultist. I'm not seeing it. There's bloodstains here. Okay. Well, once again, it looks like what I have to do is visit the old Google. I hate having to do that. Really hate that, but There's just nothing here. There's nothing useful here. Nothing to help us.
That is not far.
Can't
Oh,
hide
there's
from
something
me.
hidden right there. Alcohol. Alcohol is going to help us with Tarantula. I don't think so. Yeah. Okay. There's obviously something down here, and I'm guessing that you need to make a perception check of some kind. So who has really good perception? 13 for the archer. And 7 for her. Now, she has this fox. Plus 2 insight bonus to perception. So if we put this here. The cat gives a plus 2 morale bonus on perception and lore checks. So if I give him the cat. And say,
Meditate on
hey.
your mistakes. Might make you feel better. Are we in trouble yet?
He's got his cat. And then what else can we do? Bless. Saving throws, morale bonus on attack rolls. That doesn't count. So. Guidance. Skill check him. So what's his
I'm all
perception
ears.
now? 15.
I'm curious.
You're curious, but that's a really neat chasm down there, but I don't see anything. Yep, I'm just not... The game wants you to do something here, but I don't know what it is. Alright, I'm going to go find
What's
out.
over there?
I think I may know where we need to go. Here's the bloodstain, of course. Further along over here is a ruined tower. And there's the hand mark. Okay. The demon invasion transformed all of Canebras into one great battlefield, but nowhere in the city suffered as much as this square. This place saw a clash of titans. The demon lord Discari leading his hordes from the abyss, and the dragon Tarandula, the mightiest of the city's defenders, and one of the first to fall. The scene of destruction leaves no doubt as to the battle's outcome. A skilled scout could recreate the course of the battle, moment by moment, simply by looking at the ruins, from the chimneys torn down by powerful wings in a sharp dive to the bloody tracks left behind when the demon dragged away the noble reptile's broken body. But it is no hypothetical scout gazing upon the ruins. It is Lane, and he is not alone. The shadow of a strange, barely perceptible presence lingers over this place. Like a gaze, untethered from any observer, this mysterious force, unknown to mortal kind, silently assesses, judges, and seeks a better way. In an instant, Lane is vested with his power, and looks at the world with its eyes. The past, present, and future stand before him as a unified whole, an unmoving, multifaceted crystal that would be beautiful were it not for the fractures, blemishes, and flecks marring its splendor. What past does he see? In the past exists the one who wielded this gaze in life, although the one and life are in opposite terms for aeons, the supernatural embodiments of cosmic balance, rather than who or what. A better word for these entities is how. This aeon appeared from outside this world, from the great beyond, to put an end to the intermingling of the planes and destroy the worldly, the chasm disrupting the order of the multiverse. Alas, the visitor from beyond proved too weak for the battle they came to fight. They even failed to finish casting the spell that would have sent Discari back to the abyss. With one swing of his scythe, the demon lord cut the aeon down. What present does he see? Ruins, blood, corpses, none of this perturbs the aeon's dispassionate gaze. The living are alive, the dead will be judged by Pharasma. All is as it should be. But the demons circling in the sky or prowling through the streets create a jarring juxtaposition, like splashes of blood-red ink on a restrained pencil sketch. They should not be here. The world of mortals is for mortals. The demons' place is in the demon world. how sublime the world would be. Everything in it knew its place. But even the demons aren't as abhorrent as the sharp-edged, unassuming crystal languishing in the dirt among the bricks and smashed cobblestones. No mortal would notice it, but to the Aeon's eyes, its mere existence is an outrage against the universal laws. If the Aeon still existed, they would not stop until the crystal was unmade. But the Aeon is gone, and only their gaze remains. Lane picks the crystal up out of the dirt and stows it in his pocket. He is mortal, which means he has the power to decide what to do with it. What future does he see? Good and evil, chaos and order, everything in its lawful place in the multiverse, and is no longer trespassing where it does not belong. Nothing is disrupting the smooth and steady current of the river of souls from life into death and back to life again. The reality, rid of its flaws, is now perfect, and the Aeons withdraw to eternally admire its beauty, which will never be threatened again. After allowing the hero to view the world through their eyes, the little that remained of the destroyed Aeon is killed, even appropriate here for an entity that is so removed from life and death as we understand them, used up its last vestiges of energy. Now they are ready to disperse into nothingness, unless someone decides to preserve the Aeon within themselves. Will the hero take on the power so that he may again look at the world through another's eyes, or will he allow it to vanish? Mythic path. Retain the Aeon's power within yourself. Okay. Mythic path. Alright. The spirit of the Aeon dwells out of sight, deep in Lane's soul, like a pair of magical spectacles stowed away until the moments when the hero once again needs to look at the world through another's eyes. Well, show the unusual knife to storyteller. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Alright. We have to go see Storyteller, but while we're here, I think what we should do... He's got that cute cat. That's nice. I think we need to go up... What is this place? Hang Colossus. The Blackwing Library. We need to go to the Pataxian Wine Cellar. There's something up here, I think, that we want to take a look at. The Grey Garrison. I'm starting to really believe this is the next chapter, and we need to get everything wrapped up before we go there. So, we spotted enemies. Let's fight. We may have spotted enemies. Where are they? Oh, they're right there. It's another spider.
I won't let you hurt my friends.
Lane has this tendency to critically miss on the first shot. Do you notice that? It's like, Lane. Can you, misfortune this thing? Oh, it's save and throw failed. That's awesome. Okay. Shoot it again, Lane. Oh, there you go. Is there anything else? What else is it? Here comes the next spider. That was nice. 17 damage. I think it's got about 20 hit points, I think.
I'll go ahead.
Alright. Okay, then. Enter the location. Oh, let's see what's going on here at the Patax Wine Cellar. Patax. Oh, it's kind of dark. We are in this basement, and there are whites down here. You can see them right here. And unfortunately, after I got done prepping to take these whites on, this white here at a level 5 fighter, level 4 undead, came up and critically hit my paladin and killed her. So the rest of my people were unable to handle that. So we're going to try again.
Focus on the goal.
I'm going to buff her. Even with buffing her, she got absolutely smashed. But that's, critically hit for you. That's... What are you going to do?
Smile. The
So-
world's not ending just yet.
Now we're going to
I'll
try to
go
move
ahead.
over here. Hey, he might actually get a free
Doubt
shot
is
off
the
this time.
heart's greatest challenge. Did you
Oh, and he
see
critically hit this time. Wow. That's amazing. Okay. And I even put her over here and then made her go defensive, and she still got critically hit, and it was just very, very ugly. So, I'm not even taking a chance this time. Buster, just... Okay, that one fell down. Good. And I'm here. And she's there, and she failed her saving throw last time. I mean, yeah, it succeeded. 18 versus 16. I mean, jeez. So what did he do? He rolled an 18 with 9 modifiers. Man, it just seems like they roll
crossed the wrong mongrel?
really high when they need to. She can do this. They're undead. That does some damage. 6 to each one, which isn't a whole lot. Here comes the next one. Oh, and that time he missed. Good. Because when he critically hit her, that was just, it was game over. And it was like, oh my gosh, really? I couldn't believe it.
Cover me, all right?
Sneak attack. Alright, you, my friend. You also should have hurt, cause pain to the undead. He does 2 damage to him, so it's not a lot. I think I can... Can I hit this thing? Maybe. He's got AC 17. What's the other one? Got AC 20. Oh, I can hit this thing. I can hit
Let's try this way.
it. I could have. Oh my gosh, I rolled a 4. Please stop. Okay. Make this one not hit then. She hexes him and his saving throw succeeded. How does his saving throw succeeded? Because he's got 7 modifiers. See, it said 10 versus 16. They need to change that on the screen. She really rolled a 17 because of the modifiers. It should say 17 versus 16. So I don't know why they're doing it that way.
You won't survive me.
That's good, though. We got the tough guy out of the way. So, and that one got hit. That's nice. And it's going to swing at her.
Stab you or zap you. Why not both?
Or why not just keep missing? Certainly, that's... Oh my gosh. Yeah, why don't you try this again? But yeah, you can kill that one. That's nice. I can just stand there. She can stand there. He can shoot.
Endure this.
Oh my gosh. Okay. If she get... How far over here can she get? Can she hit him from there? That's nice. You don't do anything. That thing's going to get up. She's going to take care of it. And then you're going to come over here and say, hey, I don't need that anymore. Alright, so it was Mezzy there. Your character CeeLo is afflicted with negative levels. Severely refresh. Yeah, she's got what? 1 at negative level. So we can take a look at her and see that she's level 5 minus 1. But fortunately, the boy over here has restoration. Restoration lesser. Did not work. For each negative level, the creature suffers. Negative levels can be cured through spells like restoration, but apparently lesser restoration won't do it. Lesser restoration dispels any temporary magical effects, reducing one of the ability scores, but it cannot remove levels. Great. Okay. Well. And it, oh look, I clicked on him to loot him, and this is what happened. He decided to disco dance instead. Get down tonight. Get down tonight. Beelzor. Do a little dance. Oh yeah, it hit me with that battle axe and it critically hit me and it was just ugly. So. And I tried to fight on for a little while, but it was just like, oh no. No, no, no. Okay, so what else is here? I mean, sometimes it's just what happens. Sometimes your characters go in and they get critically hit. And so, you know, you can play on an easier difficulty if you want to.
Might be trap, might be treasure.
To where the enemies can't do critical hits or they do much less critical hit damage or whatever. I just... Core rules, and I don't have a problem with that. With reloading the game and saying, alright, I got really unlucky. They rolled a d20 and... What do we have here? Orc double axe. The Tempest. It is an orc double axe. It's two-handed. It has an enhancement +1 and it's cold iron. It deals 1 sonic damage. Deals 1 additional cold damage with one end and 1 sonic damage with the other end. Well, that's nice. And that's all that there was in this place. Okay. So there were some whites. I always thought it was pronounced Wiggit or Wit. Wiggit. But I was listening to an audiobook, a fantasy audiobook, and the narrator was calling it a white, and I was like, oh, okay. Really, human language is just bizarre. English is just bizarre. Bizarre. Topaz Solutions and Gorm Mansion, yeah, and failed ritual sites. So I'm going to go try to clear off some of the rest of this map here. Failed to sneak past enemies. Fight! Oh yeah, we need to rest, and I think if she rests, then she can get rid of her negative level. Oh no. And we're surrounded. Oh goodness. Okay. So now you want to look at who's going to get a move next. He's going to get a move first, and then she's going to get a move, and then that. So take that out. Okay. Well, and killing both of those is brilliant. That's about as good of a start as I could have possibly hoped for. So. Oh, well, and that was bad.
This will hurt. Ha!
Yes, me. I love that. So here's what I don't get, and maybe somebody can explain this to me. You can see my character is wielding this weapon like a two-handed weapon, but it's a one-handed weapon. So I'm not sure why that happens. The same thing happened in Kingmaker too, and I was like, what's going on here? Sela is going to go there, and she's just going to stay right there. And he's going to come over this direction. He doesn't have a lot of movement. And she's going to hex this thing. Oh, it's immune to the hex sleepy time. So you can try to make it roll worse. It failed its saving throw, so that's nice.
You crossed the wrong mongrel.
So that's cool. Can we rest here on this map? There is a safe spot right here. This is the more elaborate camp. I like this. This is nice. So we're gonna rest here. And then she can scribe scrolls now. So I'm really curious about this. These are all the scrolls that I can scribe now with this kit. And all of the various things. Scroll of Cure Moderate Wounds. That would actually be a nice one to have. Delay Poison. Scorching Ray. Remove Sickness. Yeah, Scroll of Cure Moderate Wounds would be good. Okay, let's see if she can do that. Begin resting.
This demon attack was rather inconvenient. My gathering was just hitting its peak. I was just getting one of my distinguished guests to dress as a pig and carry some courtesans around on his back.
Courtesans? They're the pretty ladies who sing and dance, right? They used to laugh at me in the street, and now the demons want to kill them for their beauty. They probably wish they looked like me right now.
And scribing scrolls progressed successfully. Well, how nice is that? Well, speaking of that, let's go over here and take a look at this organized by type. So where did that scroll end up? Scroll of Touch of Gracelessness. Yeah. Oh, so there's Scroll of Remove Sickness, Lesser Restoration, Shield of Faith. Interesting. Okay, and then here it is, Scroll of Cure Moderate Wounds. And Cure Light Wounds. Okay. Well, that's really, those are nice for him. You can see he's got access to those scrolls. Scroll of Bane. Okay. Cool.
Follow my lead.
Darren is precisely the kind of prat that I don't like. Random encounter. I'll fight more enemies. Bring them on. Game is autosaved, and what are we fighting? Oh, now we get something interesting. This thing's level 5. Okay, so now we're gonna do this.
Time's not waiting.
That's what I do.
Miss me already.
Alright. Let's go, buddy.
In trouble yet?
And what is this? Perfect Strike. And Kai Power, True Strike.
You won't survive me.
There you go. That's nice. Let's see, bud. Just hang tough right there. And same thing with me. I'm just going to kind of take up position next to her and not do much else. Don't need to do anything. Let's just wait for these guys, I think. Make them come all the way over here. Saving throw succeeded. Okay. It's fine. Shoot again.
Endure this.
Now what's going to... Oh, something's coming in. An invisible guy right here. Ooh. A Quasit.
A calculated risk.
I swung and got him. That's nice. Here comes this thing. He's going to swing at me because I've got stuff.
Out of my sight.
Oh, you missed, my friend. You missed badly. Okay, don't do defensive. Just go in. Oh, she's got this flaming damage. Divine Weapon Bond, Keen. I'd rather go with the flaming. Sister girl. Oh, you're killing me here. Killing me, Smalls. Let's do this. Let's try to slumber him. That's nice. Now that big huge trident of his is sitting there doing nothing. Oh, and he's dead. He's dead, Jim. Jim, he's dead.
Make every strike count.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that thing's trying to attack. Deals 2 damage to me. Brother.
This should do it.
Oh, it didn't. Came close.
I will see to your demise.
You guys are trying. Let the real warrior come in here and finish it up. Paladin. He's got what? Masterwork? Yeah. Alright, let's get out of here. That's interesting. Keep running along here. Oh, we have to cross the crack. Crack on crate. Topaz Solutions. That sounds nice. It's a long trip over here and these guys are going really, really slow. Except collect the ingredients. Okay, what about over here? What are you doing? The little one is... Oh, how you doing? Hopping up here on the table? You gonna go to your spot? She has a little
I am prepared.
a little bed in the window. Okay. So a monk with a Kai Power can spend 1 point from his Kai pool as a standard action to gain a temporary. Yeah, so that lets him hit for sure. And then this, attack roll twice and take the higher result. I like spending those. Let's do that.
Can we retreat already?
Any more? Where are the rest of you? Where are the rest of the critters? We're going to make them come to us so they can do the walking. Here it comes. Any more? Make him come to us. There it comes. Oh my goodness. What happened there? Fiendish Tremendous Centipede Inspecting failed. It uses its ability Smite Good. Oh.
Distract them from me.
It's very big. It's a very big creature.
Precision and grace.
Into the fray.
Oh my god. Honey. You critically missed it.
Let's try this way.
I took a little swing out of it. Okay. Use this again.
You crossed the wrong mongrel.
Oh my gosh, that was ugly. That thing was huge. Smite Good. Well, I guess. Enter this location. Yes, let's see what's going on here. Oh, well, if this doesn't just look fancy. What do we have here? Anything? Loot. Just some counterfeit Derek Sunhammer's jewelry. Huh. Okay. What do we have here? What do you see there, Sparky? Anything in here? Who has the... He's got the great perception, so he's got to go in here and look for traps. Uh-oh. Oh my god, it's a mimic! No way! That's awesome. When's the last time I saw one of those in a video game? I think there might be one in Baldur's Gate somewhere. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Okay. I don't want you getting smacked around, so do that, and then if it moves, that's awesome. It's a mimic. I'm beside myself with excitement. A goddamn mimic. Oh, and what do we have in here? Cambion Alchemist. Okay. Yeah, how many attacks does it get? Keep giving it no good attacks. And it failed its will save. Good. Okay, Paladin. Paladin Dans. Get in there.
You won't survive me.
Nice. He critically hit it and dealt it 44 damage. That's awesome. Duran.
Treasures.
Oh, you just missed and missed and missed, didn't you?
This will hurt.
And I missed too. Oh my goodness. Somebody hit it. Somebody kill it. Oh my gosh. And there's nothing in it? The mimic doesn't have anything inside it? Well, that just doesn't seem right. Like there should be loot inside that sucker. Oh man. Okay, let's get over here.
As it should be. Our victory is certain.
And there's another mimic over there. And there's a Cambion Alchemist. What's he gonna do? What are you gonna do, Paco? Okay, I want you to go like right about there. And let's just wait. See what happens. You need to get out of the way. He doesn't have much of a length to run. Why is that? Is it because he's oh, I know why it is. His strength is so low. His strength is so low and he's wearing this heavy thing, and so he's personally really encumbered. He's medium encumbered, which is why he can't go very far. Okay, I may have to find a different piece of armor for him. She's, yeah, Ember, you need to hang back here with me. Vulnerability curse. Yeah, won't be necessary yet. You need to be the one out here. Okay, go, sister girl. Can you shoot that thing? Yeah, you got the right angle there. Get up here. That'll work. It's gonna run over here. Because it's a mimic. Came right at you and did 14 points of damage, didn't it? Oh, he's got bombs. Oh, son of a gun. Okay. I don't think it'll affect that. He saved, but that thing didn't. That's alright. Dayrun, my man. All creatures inside a 30-foot bus centered on the caster, but he has selective channeling, so it should not get the mimic. Yeah, okay, cool. That helps a little bit. You, sister girl, the Cambion is probably immune to magic missile, force strike, electricity, poison, but he can be slumbered. Oh, but he will saved it. And of course he he rolled a 20. Of course he did. Of course he did. Alright. So this is 1 point. Paladin can add the flaming property to a weapon, but this consumes 1 point of enhancement bonus granted to this weapon. Okay. Divine weapon bonus. Turn that off. We'll just do this. Kill it. You have to get in here. You cannot absolutely have to hit this guy. Uh-oh. And he spent both of those things in their standard actions, so I'm an idiot. That's alright. I can be an idiot. Okay, the mimic's gone.
No.
Oh, the ass is hurting. It's hurting! Mommy? Okay, I'm gonna haste everybody. Get some extra attacks. And I'm gonna heal myself up a little bit. You can't quite Bane him unless you move up, can you? Can you Bane him now? Maybe. I don't know that'll make a difference. Nope. It didn't really Bane him, so. You misfortune him. Or something else. Misfortune would be good. Did she already use that? Will save. Nope, she didn't. And he succeeded on that one too. He rolled an 11. Which was still enough. So now, I gotta risk going all the way over across here. Yeah, and she fell down. Thought that might happen.
Endure this.
Dang it. Ah, you, my friend. Yeah, if you just drink potions this turn, that might help. He's still standing. He hasn't fallen down yet. And I fell down. Okay. Not entirely sure what to do about that. Okay. And he has what? Magic missile, force. She can potentially strip him of some immunities. And his saving throw succeeded. Of course it did. Can you get up? Nope. Okay.
Make every strike count.
It'd be good if you did. Things got way too much. You frequently miss the enemy Cambion alchemist. There are many spells and abilities that your armor won't protect you against. To work, they need to just touch the target. This is a touch attack. It ignores armor. Touch AC. Alright. You need to get over here. Yep, because if you can, that'd be great. Alright, right there. And he throws it at them. Alright, you need to heal everybody here. So you should do this. Either Scorching Ray or Burning Arc. This does 1d6 points of fire damage per caster level. This does range touch attack. She's not quite close enough for that. But if she did, it's a range touch attack and it deals 4d6 points of fire damage. So she's got to move up for either one of them. Yeah, she can't overcome her spell resistance, so doesn't matter. Can you get up now? Okay. Well. He's not even close. He's not even inside the Owlcat games. I'd really, really like it if you would fix the whole grease thing. If we're standing outside the grease spell, it shouldn't affect us. I don't like that it does. So if you could do that, that'd be great. Like my guy here, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Okay. So she can't overcome his spell resistance. What else can she do to him? She's tried all her hexes. Ear-piercing scream is sonic damage. She did 3 damage to him on that. Can you get up now? Great. That's not what I wanted to have happen. I pressed the wrong thing.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Okay.
Can't die now.
Well,
I'm not nearly rich enough.
I know. I'm trying not to let you die now. Hit this thing.
Calculated risk.
Okay, keep doing sonic screams. Every little bit counts. That's 6. That's nice.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Okay. Oof.
Tactical retreat. No.
Well, Jiff, were you the one that cast this, or was this me?
Ready for anything.
You gotta stand up to be able to do that. Alright. Oh my goodness, that was intense. Alright, you.
Rules are made to be broken.
Are they? Well. This is kind of the nice thing about this class. Since he works it like a sorcerer, it's pretty cool. What else does he have for spells? Level 1, he's got, yep, Cure Light. Oh, there it is. I was looking for it. I was like, where is it? That's really nice. That's one major reason to hang on to a character like that. Masterwork Scimitar. Everything else in here is junk. Some loot stuff. Elemental Essence, Reagents used for brewing potions. The mimics were really cool. I liked that. Okay, so let's take a look at him before we end this episode. Because what's going to be the most applicable thing for him to wear? He gets damage reduction with this one. See, we need to get him down off medium encumbrance. So, hide armor or the Crypt Raiders armor, which is really nice. This is medium armor, 30 pounds. So, this is the lightest one, unbending armor. He's still heavy. Okay, well, because what's the difference in armor class? 20 versus 23. Crypt Raiders armor. It's like he needs to be wearing a robe. He needs to be wearing a robe, but I am the one wearing the robe. Okay, well, we'll see if we can't find him a robe. It was actually one of the things that I really liked about Pillars of Eternity. Oh, fish on a stick. Is Pillars of Eternity had it so that clerics basically had to wear robes for the most part. They were better if they wore robes, let's put it that way. Which always made more sense to me. Copy the recipes. We have something, a new food thing to make. There's nothing else in here? That's it, eh? The mimic here. Oh, the mimic had a crossbow, a light crossbow. That could be useful for him. He doesn't have. He's got a junker crossbow right now. Okay, well, not a lot going on at this place then.
That is not far.
Huh.
No reason to pause.
No reason to pause. It's funny in a game that has turn-based mode and real time with pause. That's funny. Okay, folks, thanks for watching. As always, dig it. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe. Leave your questions and comments down below. I'll try to get to them. As always, Patreon is listed in the description below. See you next time. Pathfinder: Wrath of the Righteous has been a pretty fun game. I'm enjoying it.